Welcome back, everybody. I'm Lars, and this is KSP SciTech. And we are launching a new payload today, a Duna bound payload. It's a crew shuttle for the Duna mission. So it's what's going to put the guys in orbit down to the Duna colony and back up. And it's a pretty capable craft, as you will soon see. We're going to just extend these guys. For some reason it starts to... Yeah, it's still good though. It's still good. This thing now should be able to activate the receivers. We are out of the thickest part of the atmosphere. It seems to be a bit unstable in thick atmosphere, but that shouldn't matter once we actually get to Duna. So just push the last couple of meters here, and then start leaning over and burn out the fuel in this thing. Oh yeah, that should be it. We are 120,000. Yeah, that's probably good. Okay, we are doing well here. It's the propellant is set up right. Yeah, we can activate the engines and start firing. And the thrust to weight ratio on this thing is, of course, extreme, because we are it's pretty light, as it doesn't have much fuel, but it does have a lot of thrust. Hopefully the thrust will actually work out fine on the surface of Duna as well. Is a lower gravity, lower amount of atmosphere, so it should be fine, even though we will get some lower amount of power out there. And as we have reached orbit, we are in good shape here. The waste heat is really building up, but the reactors should be able to take care of that. And as you can see here, it's a very simple craft. There's just 2 of these hitchhiker containers, some a low amount of life support, but it's more than enough for 8 guys for a few days while they get into orbit and dock with station. I'm going to do a quick test here just to make sure that everything is working out just fine. That's good. It's fine. And that is fine. It seems balanced enough. Yeah, this seems good. This seems very good, actually. Did we use a lot of monopropel? No, it's very, very simple to move around. Yeah, this is going to be a good craft. Of course, I'm going to push this up to the Duna trajectory off camera. So as we are burning this thing towards Duna, we're going to spend a minute or so burning. That's actually not bad. So I'm going to choose a very like a lot slower approach here. Like the power relays and stuff are going to hit Duna in about 100 days. We are going to spend a couple of months in orbit preparing, doing some scanning, doing some experiments, maybe taking a short trip to Ike, getting some science from there. I am also going to drop a rover down on Duna, and I'll show you. I might actually do one small research rover before we do the big utility truck, because the utility truck is huge. It's going to be hard to land. We want to get that down close to a good spot somewhere. And having that land in the wrong spot would be awful, because driving that thing across the surface would take a lot of time. Now, this burn is fairly simple. It's like a standard Duna approach. There's nothing fancy about it, really. Okay, and yeah, I think that's good. Yes, we have the approach. We're just going to trim this a tiny bit, just to get close enough to call it an encounter. It is sinking, and what am I thinking about? I know, sorry, that was a bad one. At 45, we could go a tiny bit lower. Don't want to go too low. Yeah, 42, that's perfect. Okay, and we will then just... we might want to schedule a course correction let's see, are we hitting it? We're hitting it low. We might want to do just a course correction out here, burn upwards a bit to get closer. And yeah, that's going to bring half. Yeah, that's going to help us a lot here. Let's actually see if we can't get ever so much closer. Yeah, 3,000, that's perfect. Okay, so we'll just schedule that, say, orbital shuttle, and bam. And that's going to get all the way down there because it's going to be a while. We have the different like the orbital station. I might want to just show you that thing. This is the orbital station with poor Deadwise going there alone. He will be the first one to actually arrive at Duna and just check out the weather down there and basically just hang out for a while. This is the transport stage, and this thing we might want to reuse. It has its own guidance unit. It has all the things really, and it's a very capable craft. I still have 6,000 meters a second. We have this. I am also sending a life support supplies thing over there, which is something we can actually land down on Duna. It has its own parachutes, engines, all the stuff, and we will send a couple of big tanks of fuel as well, and just push them into orbit and dock them to these things, as we probably need a lot of extra fuel out there. Mostly just liquid fuel. We might want some of the wait, how much do we have here yet? Oh, we are almost out here. We might want some of the oxidizer as well, but hopefully we are going to be able to mine some something. The the kethane analog in the open resources pack. And we are going to launch another payload here. This is the Duna resource scanner. It has all the different scanning techniques. So we should be able to bring up a pretty decent map of Duna before we actually land anything on it. Now, this thing we need to actually just send to Duna really quickly. This one needs to arrive before anything else really, maybe like almost the same time as the power relays, but we should be able to get into wonky orbit even without them. So this thing should be more than capable of scanning all the things. And and it will also function as another relay out there, which is a good thing. We always need more relays, it seems. A lot of relays, that's a good thing. All the relays. And here it is in all its glory. This thing is going to do quite well. It has the carbonite, I think it's called. Yeah, carbonite detection array. It has and this can also check for minerals, water, substrate, and all that stuff. It has the multispectral imaging platform, which of course is good. It has the altimetry scanner. It has the multispectral sensor. It has the gamma ray spectrometer. I don't know how this is going to work, but it might be able to check for some uranium, which would be good, as we can set up local power things. Damn it. Yeah, local power generation based on uranium down there, if we need to, really. But it's still good to have. So yeah, I will send this thing to Duna as well. This is going to be a massive burn. 5,500 meters a second in total. And 5,300 still. It's going to bring us to Duna in less than 70 days. The thing is, we have the Delta V for this. We could probably spend 5,000 more on the way. I'm going to set up a new node right outside Kerbin's SY just to see how this is going to work. Look at this. We are now this close to Kerbin, and we are running like 5,000 meters a second. If we were to hit the atmosphere right now, we would probably disintegrate in seconds. Well, if we had the deadly re-entry, that is. Okay, come on, stay on target, please. It's kind of hard keeping this thing on target, but whatever, it doesn't matter that much. It kind of just want to go its own way. Now, you can see here we are going to go on a pretty crazy trajectory here. If we are to miss this thing, we are just going to disappear out of the solar system and just go. It's worth it though. We're not going to miss, you know, it's not going to happen. Right, so do one more thing here, just yeah, it should be it. And let's check our trajectory here. Okay, so we are not going to hit right away, but we can reduce this even more. But I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, like this. Then we can set up another maneuver out here, 7 days. So this is going to hit in 64, yeah. Have 7,000 meters a second. We are going to hit this very, very quickly. And 14 meters. We could use maybe 1,000, 2,000 more if we wanted to. So let's see what we can do with a couple of thousand. Yeah, so this would be at 57 days. I don't think those 7 days would be worth it. Well, maybe we can actually get there even quicker by doing this instead. So, yeah. Basically find at Duna. Just go closer. So reduce this a lot. And yeah, so thing is, the target is going to get ahead of us. If we try to go more directly, we need to speed up even more. I don't think it's worth it. Like that, yeah, we would save like 10 days. 10 days of scanning would be great, but I don't know that it's worth it really. Holy crap. So what are these guys? Long range, yeah, interplanetary express, interplanetary supply and relay. Okay, yeah, so these are the Joule missions. And as you can see here, well, 2 of them at least, they are going to pass by Joule with just furious speed as well, but they're still going to get back there. We just have to do a lot of braking when we get there. And we will end this episode in the VAB and have a look at the module delivery system. So this is a sky crane that will deliver the colony habitat. They won't be launched like this, of course. That would be very foolish. This thing will be launched separately, maybe even just shot up there alone. It's it can dock to the refueling / habitat station in orbit. It can then dock to one of these guys here and pull them with them to Duna and just deploy them and then get back up, connect back to the station and wait for the next module. Well, that is the plan at least, and we will have something, of course, to transfer these guys to Duna, but that will be a separate craft. And we will have a lot of leftover craft. You might actually just chain these guys up in orbit, just have a ton of them in tow, and then just dock them all together. We'll see. I still have to plan out just how we want to do this, because we have a lot of these modules we need to ship to Duna. These modules are kind of cool. We have the integrated module base with containers. We can add some extra stuff in here. We have the inflatable habitation module. Oh yeah. This thing can also do like composting and work as a proper habitat, which is really neat. And of course we need some mining things. We need a lot of different things for this. This kind of looks weird. Maybe I'll remove this part. But still, the important thing about this is the delivery mechanism, and hopefully next episode we will start to actually approach Duna with some crafts. I'm almost done here, and all these modules I will fire up off camera. But until then, you'll have to just be patient, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.